If you had to do a top three right now of recommendations that you would implement or your group would implement or recommend to government, what would be those top three recommendations to get this moving in the direction you think it should be?
Yeah, that's a great question, Senator. So off the top, I think I would focus on governance and I would focus on leadership. We know that the job postings for the chair and for the CEO are now up online, and we, of course, at CCI have provided a list of recommendations in terms of folks who we think could serve on the board or serve as CCI. But I think it is of the utmost importance that the CEO and the chair and the board are made up of industry leaders with proven success here in Canada and the Canadian economy. The second one I think would be around independence. So we know that this is a independent agency of the government, which is great, and we also know that there is still going to be ministerial oversight, as there should be, and the minister would then report its findings back to Parliament, as they should, and that's all well and good. But I think it will also be very important once the CIC is up and running for those annual reports to take the form of a portfolio. And I say that because I worry that if every single company and every single project is laid bare in terms of, gaining valuation or losing valuation, this is going to become an exercise in partisanship very quickly, and it will fail. The reality is we need a little bit of risk in order to get the return on the investments we want to make. And that return is about creating economic wealth and prosperity for Canadians. I think we have a lot of risk aversion in our government, and so far it hasn't produced the results we want. The third is around IP. So, one of the things we were very pleased to see, which we've been calling for, is this idea of an IP return on investment mechanism or IP clawback. And the idea is if you are going to receive investment from Canada and Canadians and then sell that investment and move overseas, that you should be responsible to pay it back, often in multiples of two or three. This is common practice in other innovation economies, for example, in Israel. And I think it's a good opportunity to try to, keep some of that IP here. But in addition to that, I think we can be proactive. And so what I would love to see is any company that is receiving funding from the CIC should be mandated to have some form of a strategic IP plan, so that we're actually being proactive at the start, by saying you need to be thinking about how you are going to protect this intellectual property and safeguard it. So, those are a few of the suggestions I would offer to the government as they go forward.